Morning, guys. It is Monday, March 25th. Numbers of the day are 25 and 22. Okay, so we're surrendering to new beliefs. We're getting new information. This is helping us transform. We're in harmony with these changes, or these changes are making us feel more balanced, and we're moving closer to peace. 5 is also about boundaries, gifts, and surprises, and confidence. So many of us are finding new confidence as a result of our new boundaries, or we're being confident in our new boundaries, and it's creating peace and balance. Some of you guys have received some surprises. Some of you guys have received some enlightenment. Some of you guys are receiving downloads and knowledge that's creating a sense of peace for you. Now today, there's no major transits. Basically, you should be feeling pretty good today. Your home life should be pretty harmonious. And now would be a good day for you to get a promotion or a boost in authority or some kind of acknowledgement to your authority in your business or job. All right, guys, let's see what the cards of the day tell us. First card, the Hermit. So a lot of you guys may have been spending a lot of time alone. There's some things that you're working on, some things that you've realized that you really truly need to think about. Now, a lot of us are discovering, well, we're pointing fingers at others who we feel have wronged us. We also need to be aware that when there's a problem with someone else, even if they brought it to you, there's a reason it was brought to you. Okay, now a lot of people explode, like one person will explode on another person because the first person doesn't really truly know what's wrong, and this is how the energy gets expressed. But if they're coming to you, it's all dependent upon how you act. Okay, so some of you, if this pushes you and you react, then you're going to have to look inside yourself as to why you reacted out of anger or out of fear, or fought back with this person. The answer is to walk away. Okay, because you are supposed to be ascended enough to know that this isn't personal. There's an internal conflict that somebody's experiencing, and they're basically vomiting their negative all over you. You're not supposed to take that negative and incorporate it in yourself. You're supposed to deflect it. Oh, speaking of which, I don't have my bracelets on. I took them off over the weekend. I don't like to wear a lot over the weekend. I call them my Wonder Woman bracelets because each of them has a moon, what represents a moon on it. So it's to deflect other people's moon, other people's emotions. Because we're not supposed to stay in the negative energy, nor are we supposed to take it on and incorporate it. We're supposed to be able to brush it off, because any kind of disturbance to our electromagnetic field will change our vibrations. So you're supposed to be getting to the point where you're not allowing things to affect you, okay? And that is how to stay or maintain your higher perspective, your higher consciousness, your Christ consciousness. So a lot of you guys are working on purging and spending time alone, mastering yourself, mastering how you act, mastering how you think, mastering how you behave. Okay, the Hermit is also a 9, so this is about purging things that are not authentically aligned with your soul or your being or your person. Okay, Hermit is also Virgo energy, so you could be dealing with the Virgo, or this could be a matter of your health. A lot of you guys are realizing that if you get stuck in an analysis paralysis, you need to get out of that and go help somebody. Now, Virgo being an earth sign may mean that while you're spinning in this rabbit hole, that you need to go do something that will ground you, like work in the garden or go to the beach. Anything that connects your skin with the full moon in Libra. Okay, full moon in Libra. Libra is skin. So anything where your skin can touch any components of earth, lying on the rocks, lying on the grass, floating in water. I don't know, jumping out of an airplane can be just as therapeutic. That's air, right? I mean, it depends on what soothes you. But the point is not to get lost in this analysis, but not to completely forget about this analysis, but to keep continuing to put together the puzzle pieces. And then we have the star. The star is Aquarius. This is also about hope and healing after a traumatic time. So a lot of you guys could have been doing some deep reflection, some soul searching, or some of the divine males have been having a dark night of the soul. This can be like a midlife crisis. And some of you guys who are realizing that this is a purge, you're going through every single thing in your memory. When did I, oh my gosh, when I was 5, I kicked that dog, and then purging it, recognizing 1, you were a child, 2, you are not a child anymore, and 3, you would never do that now because you have more compassion than you were when you were a child. You didn't understand that concept then. Okay, so that was then, this is now, that was the person then, you are this person now. You're no longer the same person. So you're coming to terms and making peace with any wrong that you ever done to anybody in your life. Okay, and a lot of you guys are wishing for this. A lot of you guys want to, the star is also about getting a wish granted. So there could be some of you that was hoping somebody would see the light of day. There were some of you that manifested that, and for somebody else or for yourself. You're like, okay, I know there's some kind of powers, I know there's some kind of divinity here in the works. If I'm supposed to purge these negative things, I'm gonna go gung ho, and I'm gonna go back to the when I was 2 years old. Okay, as far back, as deep in my conscious as I can remember, to forgive myself and heal from all these things, from all the bad choices that I've made in my life. You are coming to terms with what you have done and shedding any negative emotions from it. So there could be, like I was saying, there could be some of you guys who wish somebody would be confronted by themselves, or you wish to be confronted so that you may leave the past in behind and wipe the slate clean and be purified. Okay, some of you guys want to be purified so that your manifestations and that your divine gifts can come in. That is the hugest thing that is blocking you from having your true identity revealed. A lot of you still don't know who you are. A lot of you have an inkling of the possibilities of what you are. And yes, I said what. Okay, there's who you are and there's what you are. 2 different things, but they're definitely connected. And then we have the devil, Capricorn energy. So there's Virgo, Aquarius, Capricorn. Can be like, I almost want to say Aquarius rising. Somebody who's got Aquarius rising. And go away, little buggy. Aquarius rising. Needs, emotions. This could be Aquarius rising and Capricorn moon. Codependency. The devil is about self-sabotage. It's also about codependency. It's also about chaining yourself to somebody else's power, or allowing somebody to imprison your own power. This is the angel versus the devil on each shoulder. So this comes out as doubt. Even though you're going through a purification rite of your own making in your own mind, because the hermit is self-mastery and the star is healing, hope, and wishes coming true. This could also be a friend, so a friend could have kick-started this up for you. Somebody could have got you starting to think about the way you chain yourself to issues that could steal your power, the way you give your power away. You're transforming, you are unchaining yourself from this perpetual pattern of self-sabotage. Okay, so recently you might have discovered a spiritual leader, or you might have established some kind of new tradition. All these topics are coming up in the news today. There's issues with types of relationships. We're seeing all kinds of strange bedfellows, strange combinations, strange codes, rules and traditions, like in the government and like on in terms of laws. Those need to be changed and updated to accommodate more people and to show more love to the people. These rules, traditions, practices all hold power over masses. Okay, it's religion, it's government, it's politics, it's educational systems, it's relationships, anything that binds you. Okay, so some of us are praying for karma. We need laws to be changed. We need how we look at religions to be changed. We need relationships to be changed. Okay, and what was considered traditional does not fit everyone. Okay, so we have this whole mass of people who do not fit into normal or traditional society. Okay, so we make our own rules. We've literally kicked ourselves in the ass by following this preset of rules that is not updated to reflect the actual population. These are all old paradigms, old ideas, old traditions, old rules, old processes of following. Somebody holds too much power here, and we're tired of it. For some of you, this could be a spiritual leader or a teacher, or you're becoming a spiritual leader and a teacher because you're now seeing the light after a period of reflection. The light has been shown to you. You've been able to access it by wiping the slate clean and purging. You're now viewing things with fresh eyes. This can be about new hopes and new dreams also with the full moon in Libra that we just had. We have another one coming next month too at 29 degrees, in which we'll be manifesting these new promises, these new partnerships, these anything Libra, new children, new relationships, new contracts, new balance, so many things under Libra, new justice, 1313, alchemy. Okay, so a lot of us are becoming leaders within ourselves. We are leading ourselves out of the smoke and mirrors, the veil of sets of rules in place that are not for our highest good. Or we're coming to recognize that there's a lot of things in these traditions that do not serve us, yet they still hold power over us. Hierophant could also be marriage and commitment. So some of you guys, especially the DMs, divine male, whoever has the divine male energy, can be male, can be female. Whoever's holding the DM may be going through the dark night of the soul. And they're coming to realize that they need to change, that there's issues with emotional security. There's issues with fear and lack of that was put into them by these traditions, by society, by experience, by being. These ideas and beliefs and insecurities were created, and fears and anger. All these things were created. Nobody is born angry and fearful and scared. Nobody. We're given these things. So people are realizing that they don't have to live with anger or fear. They don't have to live with any of that. That's, A lot of us were trained through experience to be fearful when you don't have enough. Okay, Hierophant is Taurus, so this is about being comfortable, being satiated. It's about abundance, material possessions, early childhood roots, feeling grounded, patience, and determination. A lot of people are refinding that again. And with Uranus and Taurus, some of you guys could be wishing that the people who are abusing their power, the people who are abusing their power, who are using people, who are using humans, you're wishing that they'll come to justice. And, you know, they all fall down. They're all being called out one by one. We're getting rid of anything that has too big of a head. Somebody who thinks they are better than everyone else and holds power over others. Injustices are going to be called out. That's just the end of it. Okay, then we have Page of Pentacles, the World card, and the Four of Cups. So this looks like to me there's going to be a change in finances here. I know it's slowly but surely, okay? But see, we are building. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you're not Rome. Okay, so you also can't be built in a day. A fortune, building an empire takes time because it's a process, okay? So somebody is working on material security, emotional security, financial security, and they're most likely will be discussing practical things, or somebody's going to be talking to you about something that's practical. Page of Pentacles is about practicality, being practical, being grounded. So a lot of you guys might be trying to get your homes in order, taking care of the everyday things, getting rid of what no longer serves you. So some of you people who've been hoarding, you guys could be cleaning out stuff and getting rid of what you haven't used. Now, I like to keep as a general rule, clothes, if you haven't worn it in over a year, get rid of it. Yeah, this could be a message or a discussion about things in the home, practical ways. You guys are changing how you handle things in the home. You guys are changing how you relate to each other. This is emotionally and financially. Oh, somebody's having issues in the restaurant. 1818 healing. Okay, so you guys, with Uranus and Taurus, this may look like there's talk about changing rules when it comes to the home. For some of you guys, you want to live separately because there's things that you can't accomplish together, that you need time not only to be alone and be in your head to self-master as with the Hermit, because everybody takes in energy every single day, and sometimes you need that period at the end of the day where you have absolute quiet and peace. And when you come home and your partner's like blah 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 blah, and they don't shut the fuck up, then you can't get the peace that you need. Okay, and then not only that, it's possible, like with the females and the males, they don't want to hear about your day because they could care less what you do. But at the same note, they're going over every single detail about what they do. And like my old man, he constantly talks about work, and I'm sorry, but I'm bored. It's not that's great. You got this good old project, but I don't need to know what board you used or what tool you use or the measurements. And the thing about it is, a lot of the males are talking and talking and talking and talking until their face is blue. They're not giving you the space or the break that you need. And this is the divine male energy. Okay, so it's not all the males, it's some of the females too, but there's too much things that are out of balance. Somebody is talking too much about their work, not giving you the space that you need, and at the same time, you're not listening because they're talking too much about something and you're not allowed to talk. So both of you guys are not listening. Both of you guys are not listening together, which means you aren't on the same page. So there's going to be a lot of discussion here about rules in the home. What would truly make you comfortable? Having separate residences, coming home, having half an hour of absolute quiet time before you come together, or, you know, things like that. Establishing some kind of new routine that's comfortable, okay? New comforts is what this feels like. And this could be in terms of material things too. Like one person wants to spend, and buy pretty things for the home because they think it makes it more comfortable, when the other person is a spendthrift and is like, that's not necessarily I'm comfortable, you know. So this could be one person wanting to spend too much money on unnecessary things, the other person not agreeing to it, yet the one that wants to spend on pretty things keeps holding their hand out to the other one, give me money so I can get this. It's like, it's almost like being greedy. Somebody lives above their means, so there needs to be this discussion here, okay, because it's forcing one partner to never have enough resources, because this other person's way of life is draining them. You each have your own lives. You each have your own level of comfort. And when you're together, there's one person that's holding too much power, holding too much sway over the situation. But, you know, it looks like you guys will be discussing this. And then what happens is it all comes together at one time. Okay, you authentically express, I'm not happy with the rules, the traditions, the habits that we have here. I'm not happy in your house. Okay, for a lot of you guys out there, one member has their own home. Okay, and that home has been neglected because all their energy, all their resources is being put into the other. Okay, so it might finally hit you, or you might have this conversation where it's all laid out on the table and you can say, I'm not happy with how things are in this relationship. I'm not happy in this same space with you. I need my own space, or we need to change things so that it's more fair and you're not holding any power over me, because if you want to hold power over me, I'm out. You don't own me. End of story. In love, if it's real love, you never own the person, okay? Never. It's about supporting them, not holding them back, not holding power over them, but allowing them to shine in their own glory, in their own right. Then we have justice reverse coming together on the world. 11. So some of you guys are not wanting to renegotiate the contracts, meaning there's going to be a lot of breakups. One partner might be like, if you move out, that's it. To which you say, aloha, see ya. If they're not willing to work with you so that you're happy, it's only about their own personal happiness. They're not caring about you. They don't truly love you, because real love sets you free, okay? It allows you to have wings within the confinements of the relationship. So some of you guys may realize that this person always wants to have power over you and you're not renewing that contract. So there's going to be a lot of you guys, as soon as your contract is up, you're moving out of the house. As soon as your rental contract is up, as soon as your job is up, as soon as your agreement is up, as soon as you fulfilled your promises, as soon as this could be old promises, getting rid of the old promises and making new ones. Okay, so you guys are not going to continue on this path. You're choosing not to renew that contract. Like I said, you want to be free. This is not free if somebody's dangling a carrot in front of you. They may tell you, I love you, I love you, I love you, but when you need something, they always want to have some means of control over it. Like, let's say you had this car sitting in your driveway for 9 years, and your partner told you, oh, I can help you fix it. But see, you never let them do it because they were going to try and claim all of it. And that's how they were. They were greedy, opportunistic, and looking for a way to take from you. So you didn't do it, and you'd rather see it rot into the ground than give that person extra power. That may seem wrong, but you were keeping this person from holding that power over you, from claiming you, or from claiming any of your resources. Okay. So we have Eight of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Empress, and Seven of Pentacles. So a lot of you guys are choosing not to renew that contract, or you're choosing to end this contract. All of a sudden you're going to realize, hey, I'm tired of being under somebody's thumb, especially with the Sun in Aries and the full moon in Libra. It's me or us. You're no longer giving your power away. That's what you've just agreed to yourself. You made that promise to yourself that you would stand in your own power. Okay, and here you are, walking away from anything that tries to control you, because the most important thing is you need to have control of yourself. You need to have mastery of yourself. Okay, walk away from people, places, situations, ideas that hold sway over you, that are toxic, that don't align with your true authenticity. Okay, yeah, so somebody's opting out. They're realizing that they have that option to walk away. Okay, they were the ones that were chaining themselves to these things that drain them dry of their resources. Okay, drain them dry of their energy. They walked away. They made the decision to walk away, and they feel good about it. They're going to go invest their time, their money, their energy, their love, their resources in themselves, so that they have resources to share with others later. And then the Empress and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, sitting pretty. We are walking away from the old world in terms of relationships and partnerships. What used to be thought of as a partnership or relationship no longer fits. That was a one-size-fits-all general terminology, and since we are not all sheep, we are all individuals, everything needs to be fine-tuned to specifications, meaning these traditions no longer fit. Okay, we're not renewing the contract on it. In fact, we're walking away from how things used to be done. And we're now sitting pretty, coming from a place of love, coming from a place of integrity, working hard, investing our energy wisely, standing in our own power, and then we're sitting back and we're watching it grow. Now, for some of you guys, this can be frustrated. You can be frustrated. This can be frustrating. You can be really, really impatient because you want to see now, when something is a process and has to take time for, things to click into place, for the energy that you put out, for the manifestation of it to do its work in the universe in order to come back to you. So some of you guys may be feeling frustrated, may be feeling impatient. When is it going to come in? When is it going to come in? Well, it's being built up slowly. Okay, as long as you stay in your power, keep your eye on the prize, deflect anything that doesn't serve you, or walk away from anything that is toxic. Okay, and invest your energy wisely. For some of you guys, you need to watch where you're investing your money. There could be a deal that you shouldn't renew, a contract that you shouldn't renew, a job that you shouldn't go back to, a practice that you shouldn't go back to, because it could potentially be energy draining. You could be screwing yourself. So I encourage you to look at any offer or any contract presented to you. You know, this is for work, relationships, your business, friendships, anything, because contract is also a promise and it's also an agreement. So anything that you are willing to invest yourself into, if anything, invest in yourself, okay, and have patience. Divine timing is everything. Now we're already on 30 minutes because I talked too damn much, but I had too much to say about what's going on here. But we've got progress, though. You know, there's 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like you're doing this dance. You're trying to do things in a way that doesn't offend anybody. You want to do something for the highest good of all. Ho'omalahua, huia. Ho'omaluhia, excuse me. Mercury's still in retrograde, guys, okay? To create peace. Cultivating peace. 14. Okay? So, 4 is about manifesting into the 3D world, and 1 is about being single. It's about a new beginning. It's also about the self. Okay, so we're manifesting a new beginning in ourselves, and we're feeling more grounded. We're feeling more rooted, and it's also saying, have patience, grasshopper. My intention is to cultivate serenity in my heart, mind, and soul, and to choose thoughts, words, and actions that foster peace. Peace is an inner state of being. No matter what is happening around you, your response is your responsibility. That's what I was saying, right? Deflect it. By choosing to hold a loving place for yourself and for any inner trauma that might be triggered, you can cultivate peace within. This will support you to choose compassion over blame, education over ridicule, inner strength over force, and love over fear. You can choose to embody the peace that you long for in your life. Now, guys, you know, I have to say, if you're in this relationship and this person just does not want to let you be you, they refuse to give up the reins of trying to control you or trying to own you in some way, you've got to break that tie. This person is a succubus and they're feeding off of you. And because you're coming from a place of compassion, a place of love, by this time you have some insight into this person and what's motivating them to act a certain way. They will be faced with themselves. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. The stars will that they will have to face themselves when it is time. It may not be time yet, guys. So, you know, divine patience. Okay, so I'm going to sign off with always come from a place of gratitude, always come from a place of compassion. Have patience, respond, don't react. Always speak before you think and before you act, and choose your battles wisely. All right, guys, love you guys. Take care.